All right, everyone, welcome back. We are here for our 2020 Spring Salute Senior Interviews. Today, we are really excited to have with us from the College of St. Scholastica, Kayla Christopherson, a senior softball player. She is a exercise physiology major, so we'll ask her some questions about that here in a little bit. But thanks, Kayla, for joining us. Let's just get started. Maybe tell us a little bit about what new normal has been like for you and how St. Scholastica has been working through, doing distance learning and supporting students during this time of change for everyone.
Yes, so my new normal is I moved back home with my family. We're located in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, so just about an hour and a half from Duluth, so not too far. But I guess with distance learning, it's kind of been a change, just adapting to a new schedule and trying to make that work with also being at home and like all the internet connection and all that. So that's a little bit of a change, but it's going well. The school has been super helpful. All the teachers and the staff and even our coaches have reached out to, make sure that we have everything we need in order to do our distance learning. And then also just to stay connected, we do Zoom conferences a lot. Our team has been doing Zoom conferences, so we still get to see each other. And I think it's really great that we have the opportunity to do Zoom and still connect face to face, even though we can't be in the same room as each other.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad that your team is still being able to connect with each other. Obviously, the season got cut a little bit short, but you all got to go on a spring trip. Kind of as like your last time together. Maybe talk a little bit about that, and maybe I know Coach Dawson did kind of a little senior recognition for all of you. So maybe tell us a little bit about that, and what that meant for you. Knowing this is likely where we were going this spring.
Yeah, so we were in Florida when we found out about like the NCAA um, canceling all the championships and kind of a lot of the major like D1 schools shutting down their conferences. And the UMAC hadn't shut down our conference yet. They haven't made the decision, but we kind of expected it with all the bigger schools doing it. So for the whole team, we had a meeting and we said, hey, like this could be the end of our season. Everyone needs to be aware of that. And we did that right before our last day of play. And I think that it was crucial because we got to really show that we were a family and support each other the last two games. And we fought to win our last two games, both in like the extra innings. So it was a very cool experience. And I think for all of us seniors, it was really important to have that moment where we came together as a family, and we were able to win, all of us together on the field, and it was really cool.
That's awesome, and it's really good that you had the opportunity to still kind of have some kind of closure on your season. So that's awesome. You mentioned next steps, kind of looking forward, possibly exploring PT school. So maybe tell us a little bit about some of your after college plans and what you're hoping to do long term for a career.
Yeah, so next year I plan on going to grad school for physical therapy. Right now I have both offers from St. Scholastica and the University of North Dakota. So I'm kind of going through the process of deciding what is my best option.
Yeah.
But I guess so that's a 3-year program.
Okay.
And then after that, I would like to go into sports physical therapy. So working directly with athletes.
Okay. Cool. I heard you have a coach who's done that before, so maybe she give you a little bit of advice on that. That's really cool. Really, awesome that you are staying connected to sports and, it's kind of going to hopefully be part of your future. How would you kind of characterize your experience as a college athlete and, why that was important for you to be able to, be a Division III athlete and, compete after high school?
Yeah, so actually, I started at Itasca Community College.
Okay.
which is also D3, but it's for the junior college program. So it's a
Mhm.
little bit different, but not much. So I spent 2 years there, and then I transferred to St. Scholastica.
Mhm.
And I think just the chance to not only continue playing, but continue to have relationships with coaches
Mhm.
and other teammates and even players across the conference. It has been a great experience to get to know other people.
Mhm.
I've had a lot of opportunities doing leadership trainings,
Mhm.
which I think all those trainings and the memories and the learning opportunities will last me a lot longer than the 4 years I got to play. So.
Yeah, that's really awesome. You talked a little bit about, the opportunities, outside of athletics and lessons you learned. Um, how would you describe Division 3 to other people, and, why it's important to, have athletics as, part of your whole college experience, but also be able to pursue other opportunities, and maybe how you did that while you were a student at St. Scholastica?
Yeah, so I would say that Division 3, like the description of it for me, like if I could put it into one word, would be family. Um, we just become so close with all of our teammates and our coaches, and we know that they're there to support us through anything. So we can go to them beyond stuff that just is involved with our sport and softball itself. We can go to them for school, for our future. I know I use Riley a lot as a reference for PT and to pick her brain about
Mhm.
different things because she's experienced all the stuff that we have gone through. I think that being part of a family, being having that support system is so key. And I know that I can talk to my teammates and even the ones who have graduated, we have reached out to each other now that
Mhm.
we have kind of had a shortened season, and it's great to have just that support and knowing that that's going to last much longer.
That's awesome. Maybe would you share with us like a memory or something, really special from your experience that kind of sticks out in your mind, whether it was a game or a big win or just, you know, a fun experience that you maybe had with your teammates? Just kind of share a story or two with us.
Yeah, so I guess my biggest memory actually just comes from the last two games that we played. There was this feeling that I hadn't experienced before. It was like we knew our season was coming to an end,
Hmm.
but we weren't going to give up with a
Hmm.
loss. So we
Hmm.
battled so hard, and I think that stuck in my memory. And then we have a photo of all of us after our last game. There's a photo of us all joining in and hugging each other,
Hmm.
and there's you can just feel the raw emotion in the photo, and I love that moment because it shows how much of a community and family that we are.
That's awesome. And again, really cool that you got to have that experience. And, those are the things I think you'll carry with you beyond, wins and losses when you look back in several years from now and think about it. So, what would you say about your experience at St. Scholastica outside of athletics that has really resonated with you, and that, has prepared you kind of for what comes next in your life?
Yeah, so within our exercise physiology program, we do a lot of hands-on. We have a great lab, and all of our teachers are really supportive of us. We also do a firefighter exam where we go to the
Oh.
Duluth Fire Department and
Mhm.
we like do physical testing for them. And it's just a unique experience to get out in the community, give back a little bit to these firefighters who are, fighting fires for us if we need.
Mhm.
And it's such a great opportunity not only to be part of that community, but also it's such a great learning experience to have that hands-on interaction.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think is really important to have, as you're moving forward and, looking to apply the things that you've learned. So that's awesome that you've been able to have that. I guess kind of, having the end to this, is there anything that advice that you'd want to give to people, or that kind of sticks out, that you want to tell your teammates or coaches, or just anything that kind of resonates with you as you kind of look at, what's next for you?
Yeah, so I guess to all my teammates and coaches and the teachers that I've had at the school and the staff that I've interacted with, I'm so grateful that had the opportunity to continue my softball and education at St. Scholastica. I would not change any experience that I've had. To my teammates, thank you for always supporting me and doing everything we can to make a great family environment. And then to my coaches, like, thank you for pushing me and encouraging me and helping get me to the point where I am. And to all the senior athletes who maybe had their season cut short or ended the way that they didn't expect it to, um, I would like to give you this little saying that I just love it. It's don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. I think that's a great ending.
That's a really cool way to wrap it up, and I think a perfect summary. So thank you for sharing that with us, and thanks for your time. I really appreciate it, and wish the best of luck to you in your next steps in pursuing your career, and appreciate that you were able to share some of your positive experiences with the UMAC. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.